When one partner is HIV positive and the other one is HIV negative, we call it a discordant couple. And while it may sound a little bit clinical, there are real stories behind it, real emotions, and often real fears. And in this video, I want to talk about more than just medical facts and go deeper into what it feels to be in such a relationship, about love, intimacy, fears, and how stigma still shapes the way people love. A discordant relationship isn't about difference, it's about connection in the presence of difference. And from medical perspective, in this relationship, one partner is negative and the other one is HIV positive. But nowadays, with the modern treatment, it's no more about risk, it's more about understanding. Because when HIV positive partner takes care of himself and takes his medication and his viral load goes down, he can't transmit the virus anymore. And here we speak about undetectable equals untransmittable. And basically, in such relationship, people can have normal, healthy, and unprotected sex even without fear of transmission. But, and this is where the psychology comes in, because the knowledge doesn't always erase feelings. For many HIV positive partners, there is like an underlying fear which can sound as, what if I'm gonna be the reason that the other person gets hurt? And while they understand the science, this fear can be deep inside and as guilt, anxiety, over control, and it can show up, for example, as avoidance of intimacy, or, for example, difficulty relaxing during sex. And I'm speaking also from my own experience after the moment I got diagnosed and the first months, because after that, sex became different for me. On the other side, HIV negative partner might also have fears, but they're often shaped by misinformation and social stigma. For example, what if someone else figure out that I have an HIV positive partner, or what I'm going to do in case of emergency, or if something goes wrong, etc. And those kind of fears, they create this invisible wall between the partners, and not because of the virus itself, but because of what the virus represents in the social imagination. And this is why it's so essential to speak in such relationship, in such couples, about these fears, emotions, boundaries, because it becomes like a treatment, like this medicine which you take against the virus, against the HIV. The meaning being a discordant couple also depends on where you live. And here I share some information which was surprising for me as well. For example, in the countries where the stigma is still so high, HIV positive people can avoid even creating the relationship altogether, or they tend to look for other HIV positive partners because it feels safer, and like you don't need to explain anything about HIV. And discordance in this situation just disappears, it doesn't exist, and not because the science makes it irrelevant, but because the level of stigma is that high that it makes it impossible for people to start such kind of a relationship. In contrast, in most progressive countries, where the awareness is higher and the stigma is lower, it's often that HIV negative people are more relaxed about being in a relationship with HIV positive partner. And what is interesting, and I also noticed it after speaking with HIV plus people and also analyzing what's going on, HIV plus people still have that internalized stigma and the fear of rejection, the fear that they are not going to be accepted. And even when the society becomes more accepting, the healing process still takes more time than we expect. What helps discordant couple thrive is honesty, because, as I mentioned, the communication becomes essential, and when two people can speak about their fears openly and be vulnerable with each other, the virus can't define their relationship anymore, and it changes the dynamic in the couple. People build more trust. And I can also speak from my own experience that in the situation when I was already in a relationship with HIV negative partner, when I became positive, for me it was important to take care about him in a way that if he doesn't understand something, if he don't have enough information, I can provide it and I can speak about it, and I'm available for that because I want to take care about that person and to show that yes, it's all right, it's okay, and I'm going to do everything what is possible so we could be okay in this relationship. And yes, I have this virus, but this is just something what I have. It's not who I am. So if you are in a discordant couple or afraid to enter in one, I want you to remember HIV is a medical condition. It's not a barrier to love. And it doesn't matter what your status is, you deserve love, connection, and intimacy. And if this video resonates with you, please share it with other people, because more we talk about it, the less power fear and stigma have over our relationships. And if you'd like to talk about your own experience or to understand how to navigate your relationships, emotions, or even receive some legal advice of how to live with HIV in Argentina, you can contact me for a consultation. I'll leave the link below. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.